Okay.
We're
Today,
back.
today we are talking about mindset. And mindset is so important. And I know it's a big catchword these days, but maybe this is going to be our take on mindset. And as you can probably see, we are wearing leather shirts. Okay, it says evil gay. And that is in reference to that lady Stifler's mom on
White Lotus.
White Lotus, and when she won an award, she said, "Thanks to all the evil gays." So we're the evil gays.
That's
Anyways, that's that. And we splattered the blood all over it because
we spilt a drink on
it wasn't actually. It's not blood.
it.
Just acrylic paint. Looks like blood.
Well,
Anyways, so mindset. We're talking about mindset today, and um, sorry. One of the most important components of mindset for me is the difference between expansive mindsets and closed mindsets. Um, Limited ones where the things that are unknown are feared or pushed back against. Um, Generally, a way of looking at the world where all what you know is all you know, a closed mindset is, and everything that you know is good and everything that you don't know is bad or potentially bad. So lots of fear, lots of closed-mindedness is also very dangerous, unfortunately, because some people who have closed minds, they push back against the things that they don't know or don't understand, hate on it. Yeah. And so we are definitely not closed-minded. Oh, by the way, Madison proposed to me with this ring.
She's dreaming.
Anyways. Okay, so
put that away. It's so weird.
It's so cute. Anyways, doesn't it look so cute?
It's not. It's literally a scrunchie.
Okay, so closed mindset. People who have a closed mindset and a small one, usually it's very small because you can only know so much and they only trust so much. And people who have this mindset don't want to learn about stuff, right? Because anything that they don't know is inherently wrong or bad or this or that or to be judged. Don't look at my tits like that. Anyways, so okay, so a closed mindset. This is one of the things. So those that can be very dangerous. An open mindset, like one that is expansive, one where new things are to be taken at face value with an open mind and an open heart. And you try something out, you think it's good for you, you keep it. If it's not good for you, you let it flutter away, but it's still okay for that thing to exist, right?
Yeah.
So I think an open, expansive mindset is so critical to life, really. I am ever evolving, always searching for my most authentic truth, right? But that is not a target that I hit and then I get it and then it's mine. It's a thing that I am constantly continuing on the path towards.
Yeah.
Always looking for a more truer, authentic, or blah 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 version of oneself. And the way that happens is you're constantly growing and evolving. And so there comes in the most important component of an expansive mindset. It's that you are forever growing and forever evolving. New experiences are either great things, good things, indifferent things, or they're lessons. Either way, more experiences, better thing. More knowledge, better thing. The more you know, the more you want to know. The more you know, the more you can understand other people and feel empathy and live a more, I guess, full life.
Yeah.
Right? So I've been on this journey, and so have you. And the way it works so well is that we're both evolving. But now I kind of see us like two vines growing, but our vines are like intertwining.
Yeah.
And so we're growing separately, but also together. Maybe you can jump in and talk about your evolution and how it's been for you.
Well, what I've been thinking about as you've been talking the whole time is, and I like this is a common theme in every video.
Yeah,
I bring it up every video,
every single time. But then she gets mad at me when I just sit there quietly, which never actually happens.
That's actually not a thing. While you were talking, I was thinking about how my view of a open or expansive mindset is saying yes. So we all probably could say yes more, right? Because when you say yes, you open up the opportunity. When we say no, we close the opportunity down. It could be something as simple as, yes, I will meet you and my friend. I'll meet my friends for dinner tonight. Or yes, I will take that risk. Or yes, I will take that job position, right? When you say yes, you open your mind to new opportunity, you open your life to new opportunity. When you say no, you close the door. And I think that we all could stand to say yes a little bit more often.
100%. And there's a saying that talks about preparedness and luck or something like that, opportunity or whatever it is. But the point of the saying is kind of saying how preparing yourself, which means growing and evolving and doing the work, and opportunity and creates new growth. It happens all the time. You get a new job or a new opportunity, or you meet somebody who is awesome and can expand your life. And if you've done the work on yourself to be that good person for that other person that you meet, that's kind of preparing yourself for an opportunity. And then when that happens, when those two people meet and they've both done work on themselves, explosions, and there's new growth.
I think I was tapping her so that she knew I wanted to talk. I think that oh good, now I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
Yep, you're gonna have to talk because I lost it.
Okay, no problem. She'll get it back.
It's coming.
It's coming. Okay, so back to this kind of concept of preparedness and meeting an opportunity for new growth and new evolution. And I think that life kind of works this way. You say yes to opportunities and you say no to things that don't fit you, right? There's the very delicate balance of following your truth, but also trying new and things that you're not sure if they're yours or not.
I remembered what I was going to say.
Of course.
I think that a lot of times people say no because they don't feel like they're ready. And we have this vision of ourselves of like, I will say yes, or I will be this, or whatever. I'll do the thing when I'm ready, right? I'll put myself on the dating app when I'm ready. If you forever live in that state of waiting to be ready, you're never going to get anywhere. You will wake up 5 years from now, 10 years from now in the exact same position that you are. And it's because you've been waiting for the perfect moment. And the perfect moment does not exist. And I think that is something that limits all of us. Because we want to be just a little bit better, or we want to be a little bit faster, or stronger, or smarter, or prettier, more in shape, whatever that may be. And unfortunately, if you're always waiting for better or ready, you're never going to get there.
I got a great example of this just while you were speaking. Her and I met in June of last year. We were both dating different people, and there was lots of opportunities for us to do something, but we never did. And because we felt the time wasn't right, or I wasn't sure if she liked me, or whatever. All of these little hits of like, no, don't do it. No, this is your blah, blah, blah. You're not worthy. All this crap, all of these things that were going in my head. And I also thought that about her and all this stuff. But I knew I loved her probably from the second I met her. And like, luckily, it worked out because eventually, even though the time wasn't perfect, because there is no perfect time, we somehow struck lightning, and from that moment we never looked back. But it's a great example of not having the right time, but having, luckily for us, an opportunity that we didn't only get one opportunity. We got multiple opportunities, and we luckily were able to capitalize, maybe not capitalize, maybe not the right word, but embrace an opportunity with somebody, think that we actually wanted. And so I just think to myself how that that would never have happened though if I hadn't worked on myself. That would never have happened if I said no. That would have happened if I hadn't transitioned.
Yeah.
That never would have happened if I hadn't done a lot of work on myself. And at the exact same time as that was happening, she had to go on her journey. Because if I had met her 10 years earlier, probably, who knows?
24 and 39.
But what I'm saying is like,
That's
maybe
different.
we wouldn't have been in the same place. Of course, maybe we would have worked out perfectly because she's like my little baby. But maybe we wouldn't have had the right time. So when we did meet and the opportunity presented itself, we got to luckily embrace it.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's no looking back in a lot of ways. So I guess that's part of it. And I think one of the other parts for her and I is now I feel like going back to that vine analogy of how the vine kind of intertwines and like each of us have a vine and we intertwining together. Our journey even together has evolved so many times. In what, like 9 months? We've feel like I've lived 3 lives in 9 months, you know, in some ways. You want to tell the sex club story?
Well, we could.
Okay, you tell it. I'll just see if I can watch, or maybe I should tell it.
Well, when we first started dating, we would go to the sex club all the time, not to be with anyone else or anything like that. It wasn't about that, but we liked to use some of the equipment and we liked to go in the pool, and there was a part of the being watched thing element that we felt like we liked.
Yeah.
But I would say relatively quickly as we got closer and deeper into our relationship, we'd go and it would not hit, and then we'd go again and it wouldn't hit, and then we'd go again and we'd be kind of almost uncomfortable, and then we went again and we were very uncomfortable. And it was like that thing that we thought we wanted and liked and needed.
It became so different for me. And I mean, I posted this in one of my other videos about how I used to like do dominatrix type of stuff, and then between us, we never do it anymore. And I just kind of realized that was an evolution I needed to get rid of. And sometimes evolutions aren't additions. Sometimes they are
stepping stone.
This served me at this point, but it no longer serves me, and now maybe I serve it. And so at some point, following your truth isn't just changing and this and that. Sometimes it's shedding and getting rid of. It's not going to be linear. So, you know, some things will continue to add and some things will continue to subtract. And I think that lesson for me was really important because I was like, I'm not really benefiting from this. I was doing it for you. And you're in your head going, I'm not really into this, but I'm doing it for you. And so we're both
kind of doing this thing
for somebody else that doesn't want the thing done. Right? And that's so
silly.
So we had an honest conversation. We were in the car and we were like, kind of realized that we were both doing the same thing. And we're like, well, that's silly. We shouldn't do that. And so we kind of made a commitment to ourselves to kind of be like, we should check in. Like, we should talk about it. Like, if there's something that's working for you or something that you want to try, let's go. And if the same thing would be if there's something that you didn't want or something I didn't want, we would be like, well, let's leave that for a little while.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I really like that we can have that open communication and there's no like, we don't have any walls.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love how we have such a open communication and it's been really wonderful. And all because we had the right mindset. I do believe that. I think that the reason we jived so well was because we
did work.
Not not have the same brains, but have the open mindset and way of thinking about the world.
Okay.
Anyways, bye, y'all.